Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. This is a look at our market leading stocks via our proprietary scans. This is going to be for Monday, July 28th, 2014. We got a little bit of a buy side bias here on the Nasdaq patch. And a couple of sell indications. Baidu's got a double signal to the downside, an RPS, and a contra candle on very heavy earnings volume after earnings. So keep an eye on the short side for Monday, but there are some upside indications as well. Amazon posted a contra candle to the upside on extremely large volume after it posted earnings. Altera had a volume bump. KLA Tencor had a volume bump and a contra candle to go with that. Qualcomm was a little sloppy today, but did have an upside RPS, and that's on increased volume, so that could be interesting for Monday as well. Moving on to the financials, volume bumps in American Express and CME. We've also got one in MasterCard. That's a contra candle. Visa had a lot of weakness today. Gap down a lot, didn't move very far from the gap. They did close it above the day's VWAP, meaning the buyers kind of won the bar, if you will, but not by a lot. So a lot of volume there. We do have an upside contra candle indicated on MasterCard, so that's going to be on my long watch list for Monday. Moving on to the energy names, mostly lighter volume here. There's one buy side indication, that's an upside CPS and a Valero, but this one's on light volume, so energy was not really where the best action was today, and not really leaving us with too much to look forward to next week. Moving on to the generals, just a slight bias to the buy side, really not enough to get too excited about it. Caterpillar, Cat Tractor, posted an upside RPS condition. That's on increased volume, so that's going to be on my list for Monday. Nothing else is really deviating too far from the norm. Hewlett Packard has an upside CPS. That closed 2% above the day's open, but it was only on average volume. Housing names, after getting beat up pretty good yesterday and mostly being lower again today, are showing a little bit to the upside for Monday. Got a few RPSs to the upside here, and this Toll Brothers actually has some decent volume. Also note the volume bump in DHI. Transports were kind of split here, some to buy, some to sell. No real good bias there. As far as the commodities go, we had a contra candle to the downside in Arch ACH. That's on a volume bump. Mosaic has an upside RPS, but that was on lighter volume. And Potash has an upside CPS for Monday. So net not a real strong bias either way. Maybe a little bit to the buy side, but certainly nothing to get too excited about. I think we need to continue to play this kind of stock by stock, especially as we're still going to be getting more earnings released through the beginning of next week. All right, folks. As always, thanks for listening. This has been Rich for tradesight.